guys, how you doing? I wanted to record a favorites for December because what happens is in January you're gonna get my yearly favorites and the monthly favorites kind of get overlooked. So I thought it'd be fun, instead of calling it like December favorites, I'm just gonna call it my current favorites. So these are things that I am really happy with this month that may not end up appearing on my yearly like best of the absolute best of the year, but they're still worth talking about. So I really wanted to do this video before the end of the month. I hope you're not favorited out yet. Okay, I have about 10 favorites and then I have one huge massive fail. So we're gonna talk about that. I think that's the first fail I've ever put in a favorites video, maybe. Anyway, this I just got and already I am so in love with it. This is the Naked Basics 2, and I bought this very recently. I just hauled it recently. I mean, looking at this, it looks like the most boring thing ever, right? But it has the absolute most perfect transitional and blending shades you would ever want, ever need. I have used this almost every day since I've got it, or every time I've worn makeup I've used it. And the other thing this is good for is just like if you want to do a very simple eye. So all you need is like a transition shade and then darken up the crease a little bit. You could maybe even put a little bit of one of these two or mix them together in the outer V, and then your highlight shade, and it's just the most simple, beautiful eye look ever. Pairs brilliantly with like black winged eyeliner and a bright lip. But you know, these are perfect for using with other palettes that don't have mattes in them or good transition shades and that kind of thing. These blend like butter. They just are the most perfect blending eyeshadows ever. I totally recommend this. If you don't have it yet and you think, why would I want that? It's so boring. I know it's not the most exciting looking palette, but it's so necessary. Like, I really think this is a staple of anybody's makeup collection. So highly recommend that. Another favorite of mine this month has been this Morphe M441. This is just like the most perfect brush for blending out the edges of any eyeshadow that you're putting down. So I like to use this with absolutely no product on it, and like if I am using a darker shade or want to blend some shades together, go in with this and it just blends them so well. So I don't actually use this to apply any eyeshadow, I just use this to blend out. Another favorite that I've been loving actually for a while, this has not just been this month, I just have neglected to put it on any other favorites video before. Sephora's house brand has some really amazing things, you guys. This is the Sephora Contour Matte Gel Eyeliner. And what I use this for is only for tight lining my upper eyelash line, and it is absolutely perfect because it does not transfer at all. Like, I have a lot of kohl eyeliners or whatever, like pencil type eyeliners, where if you tightline with them, they will transfer down to the bottom waterline within, you know, minutes or throughout the day at least. But this one never transfers. It is absolutely perfect. You know, it's on the high end for drugstore. Like in Canada, I believe these are $16, but it's on the low end for high end Sephora type makeup. Another thing which I do not use often, but it's worth talking about, is this Makeup Geek eyeshadow right here. This is from their Duochrome line, I believe. This is called Secret Garden. Whew. This color is just special, you know? Every once in a while you will get a special color and it's just, see the Duochrome in it? Now, I wish I could show you, but I can't because it would take a long time to change all my makeup. But how I like this is I've used the NYX Black Bean eyeshadow base, you know, the one that comes in the pencil, it's black, and put that all over the lid, and then just pack this on top with like a flat eyeshadow brush, and it is the most vibrant, like even more vibrant than this swatch is showing. It's vibrant green. It looks like this. Can you see it right now? That's what it looks like on your eye. Vibrant green beautifulness. I tried it, I was testing this out one night, and I tried it without the black base and with the black base underneath. It is absolutely beautiful. Obviously not the kind of color you're going to use very often, but for those special times, it's just beautiful. Okay, now I have this eyeshadow all over my fingertip. Next favorite of December has been Marshmallow Fireside. I just mentioned this in another video too, but it's worth mentioning again. It's just so nice for the winter because it smells like a fire. It smells like you have a fireplace on, and it's mixed with the smell of vanilla marshmallow. It's just gorgeous. If you haven't smelled this, go smell it. You can see how much I've been loving it. I've only lit this, you know, a few weeks ago, and it's almost gone. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone. Hopefully after Christmas they'll have a few left and I can pick them up for cheaper and stock up a little bit because I really love that. Okay, if you know me and you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been on the hunt for a cheap, great eye makeup remover. I couldn't think of what I was gonna say. Okay, so this one I think is my front runner. No, I know it's my front runner. I think it's almost close to the one I love, which is the Clinique Take Off the Day eye makeup remover. This is the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. That is all it's called, just oil-free eye makeup remover. It's really good. It really is. It's very gentle. It takes off a lot of makeup without having to tug. I've gone through so many that I have to tug at my eyes, and I don't like doing that. This one I do not have to tug. The only thing is with this one, I will use it, get off all my eye makeup, and I'll think it's all gone, and then I'll go over my entire face with my micellar water, and then I'll just go over my eyes one more time, and it does, like, I get a little bit more off with the micellar water when I go over it. So in that sense, it is not like a dupe for the Clinique, because the Clinique will take everything off. But for the price, I think this is something like $7 or $8. It is such a good buy. It really is. It's so gentle. I've really been loving this. Next is a foundation that I've been using for a long time. I'm ready to call it my favorite current foundation, and this is the Lancome Tint Miracle Foundation. I am in the shade Ivoire 4N, and it's what I'm wearing today. It's what I wear most days. I have been, you know, I have a lot of foundations. I have Kat Von D Tattoo. I have a few different drugstores. I have the Makeup Forever HD. I just got the Naked from Urban Decay, which I've not been loving, to tell you the truth. I'm still testing it out, but I've not been loving it. This one is just perfection. It just matches me perfectly. You guys know I have oily skin. It's not like the best oil control or anything, but it's not like, it doesn't get greasy at all. It stays throughout the day. I just love it. I just think it's perfect. It doesn't get patchy. It just goes on really well. It's in a glass bottle. It has a pump. It's just really nice. I know a lot of people like the Tint Idol 24 Hour, I think. I have not tried that one. Nobody I know I've never seen anybody talk about this one, the Tint Miracle, but it is worth trying if you go into like a Sephora counter or something and you can get a sample. Try it. If you have oily skin, you will probably like it. Okay, this used to be a huge hate it of mine until I realized I was using it wrong. And now it has become a huge hit. So this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the mattifying primer. I used this for a long time, and it did the most horrible thing on my face, which was it would ball up. You know, like you would touch your face and then your makeup would start coming off in little tiny balls and then stick to your face. That's what it was doing. And I hated it. I thought, no, this is unusable. But then what I realized was you're only supposed to put it in the spots on your face that actually get oily. So where it was balling up was all around my cheeks mainly, not in the areas where I was getting oily. So how I use this now is I just put it in my oily areas, which is my T-zone and then a little bit here. So I will use a combination of primers. When you put this in only the areas that need mattifying, it will not ball up at all. And then throughout the day, I have noticed I am not getting like the oiliness that I normally do, the oil breakthrough that I normally do. It works really well when you use it properly. So it is definitely worth mentioning for me because I used to give this thing a bad rap, and that was my fault for not using it properly, and you know, that's not fair. So it is a really good product. Okay, next favorite is also something that I got very recently that I've already fallen in love with, and this is Benefit Highbrow. For the longest time I thought, why would such a product, like all it is an eyebrow highlighter, have such a high price tag? And while I still don't like the price tag, it is very pricey. I have never found anything that works as well as this for eyebrow highlighting. Now, I'm not wearing it today, but it's absolutely perfect for, all you do is you just kind of draw a line underneath your eyebrow, and then you can either take your finger or like a synthetic brush and just blend it a little bit. And it gives you the most perfect definition, but it's still subtle. It's not like, bam, crazy carved out eyebrows, but it is like defined, highlighted brow bone, and it's perfect. The creamy consistency of this just blends beautifully. It is absolute perfection, and I adore this. I have not found a drugstore dupe. Now, that said, in Canada, we don't have as many options as in the States, for example. I know, you know, so there might be drugstore dupes out there, but I have never ever come across one. So for now, this to me is just gold. Next is something that is definitely not a new product, but I have only started using it in the last couple months, and it's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. This is just as good as the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I don't honestly think I'm going to be buying any more of the Urban Decay now that I found this, because this is way cheaper, way cheaper, and it does the job exactly the same. You spray it on your face and your makeup will stay all day long, you know. So it's really definitely the best drugstore setting spray. I really love this one. This isn't my favorites, but I have it sitting here. The Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous. This though, I think is more like a MAC Fix Plus, where it's kind of more like a refreshing spray, and is really good for that at the drugstore. But in terms of like an all day set, this is your best bet. Definitely check it out. If you haven't, wait for it to go on sale. It is at the higher end of drugstore. L'Oreal definitely is the higher end of drugstore, but it's just 3.4 fluid ounces for, I don't know, $15 Canadian, something like that. Just so much better than the Urban Decay prices and the exact same result, right? I've just been on the hunt for a perfect everyday pink lipstick, and I don't know that I've found it yet, but these three are definitely contenders, and they're definitely beautiful and kind of favorites. This one here is Laura Mercier Cream Smooth Lip Color in Antique Pink, and that's what it looks like. And I'll swatch all three of these for you. So I've been loving these. I will be honest, I'm not the hugest fan of the feel of this one. It's okay. It's not like the most comfortable. It's a little bit sticky, but I think the color is really pretty. And I don't know, I've just been trying to find like a perfect pink to wear all the time. This Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick in Primrose is also really nice for that. This one is a little bit more on the peachy side, and the other one's a little bit more pink. So love those. And then I just got this one, but already I've been loving it. It's the MAC Lustre in Syrup, and this is a very popular lipstick. So, and it's a little bit more sheer than these other two. So really good to pop on like when you're just running out the door, leaving the house, out and about, and you just want to throw on some lipstick. That's kind of what I'm going for with these. I'm just trying to find like, you know, okay, there's a YouTuber called Tarababyz, and she always has the most beautiful pink luscious lips, and I just want those lips. I want like beautiful pink luscious lips, and I'm trying to find it. And these three I think for now are like really good, but I still need to find something else. These are the e.l.f. Shine Eraser Oil Blotting Papers. This is $1 for 50 sheets. You don't have to spend $8 or $10 for oil blotting papers. These ones are just great. That's what they look like. They don't have too much, you know, some of them have a lot of powder on them. These ones don't. They just really suck up the oil. Here, let's see if I have much. I just did this a little bit ago, so I probably don't have that much. But it just gets all in there, sucks up the oil, and they're so cheap. Like, why would you just you're gonna throw these things away, right? I mean, I guess all makeup is disposable when you think about it. You use it up, you wear it, but you know, for something just like oil blotting papers, I don't want to spend all that money. So these are so awesome for that, and they just do the job so well. Now here is the fail, and this is a big fail. I am so mad at these. I'm actually really annoyed because I just filmed a video the other day, my Winter Wonderland tag video, and I was editing it and I realized that these had fallen all over my face. Okay, these are the Tarte Best in Faux Lash Fibres. These came with the Sephora Lash Mascara set that I did a review on. I'll link that if you're interested. But okay, this is what it looks like. It's got all these little fibers on it, right? The idea is that you put on one coat of mascara, then you put these on, and then you put on another coat of mascara to seal them on, and they're supposed to extend your lashes and, you know, give you amazing length. These fall all over your face. So when I was putting them on and I was like moving on to my next step, I noticed that some of them had fallen down. So I just took my brush and I whisked them away. I thought, oh, that's annoying, but whatever, right? I even kind of like just dusted on my eyelashes just to make sure there weren't any more. And I thought I had gotten them all. And then when I went to edit this video that I did and I saw them on my face, it was so embarrassing. Like, you do not want to be stuck in a situation where you want to look nice and you want to look presentable with little black hairy little things all over your face. You just don't want that. So Tarte, this is an absolute huge fail. And I even went onto Sephora's website to check the reviews because I thought to myself, okay, am I using this wrong? Because, you know, I hate to give something a bad review if I'm using it wrong. I've seen people do that. It's really annoying. Somebody uses a product wrong and then they say it's terrible. It's totally unfair. So I wanted to make sure I was using this right. And yeah, sure enough, how to use, checked it out, doing it right. And then I read the reviews and everybody's saying the same thing. These just fall everywhere. They are not, you know, worth anything. They get all over your face. Some people say they get in their eyes and they irritate their eyes. So I am never using these again. They're gonna go in the trash. They're just really terrible in my opinion. I would just rather pop on false lashes and call it a day rather than have to fiddle around with something like this again and then worry all day about it getting on my face. So those were all my current favorites for this month, and coming up in January, like I said, we'll do like the best of the year, and that's really exciting. I gotta start planning that. So as always, please leave me comments letting me know what are your favorites this month. I always love to hear about it because it gives me new stuff to check out. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and happy holidays, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.